Hello, Marilyn. How are you? Hi, Gail. How are you, honey? Hi, Mike. How you doing? Yeah, I can see chat today. Hope I'm not buffering. Hi, Janie. Oh no. Hi, Cheryl. Good, Marilyn. I wasn't sure. Yes, you see purple. I've worked on this all morning and I've got it done except for the dangles. And I had some charms. I did find some, and this is what I want on it. But these are the wrong colors. So I'm going to wait and go and get some. Great, Mike. Good. It is big. I can't do them without exploding. I just, it just explodes everywhere when I make a journal. I can't make them small. I just can't. I know. I haven't seen face for a while. I just keep adding and I just, I think, okay, I'm going to make this small. Hi, Spanky. I'm going to make this small. And then, no, it's just, it's just blowing out. Yeah. I doubt that Kathy will be here. She might be, but she has a very sick little boy today. And we need to keep him in prayer. And my Madeline, they both have viral infections and very sick little kids. Madeline has bronchitis, and her little one has quacks. Has anybody ever heard of that? Hi, Patricia. How are you, honey? I had neither. Yes, the poor babies. He's sick, sick. They took him to the doctor, and the doctor says just keep trying to force the liquids down him. And he can't swallow. He says boo 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 in his mouth, and he won't swallow. Hi, Joy. I haven't either. I'm wondering if the and corrected it wrong because I had never heard of that. She on the message it was quacks, so I don't know. How are you, Joy? It's good to see you, honey. I think my camera is upside down because this should be, I don't know. See, that's the front. Over for me, this is on the left side. Is it? Okay. Well, for me, this is looking at it on my stream. It's backwards to what I see it. Okay, this is your left. That's okay. Okay, good deal. So it's just me. I'm sorry I missed yours, Joy, but I had to get up here and get this thing finished. So, are y'all ready? Um, I tied this actually with some stretchy elastic type band because I wanted it to stretch around this book. And I put some lace leaves down the spine to cover the stitching. The back has not changed. It's still just like it was. This is removable. She can take this off, and you just pull the pin, and it all comes off the cover. And then push it back down in there, and it holds it down. And when you do this, it's going to go crazy. Okay, here we go. It didn't go as far as it did. So, hi, Marina. But it does just kind of do this when you get in it. It is very, very stuffed. And, the more you play in it, the more it wants to do that. So, hence the elastic around it. So, anyway, we're going to start right here. And this is all fabric that I quilted. And I put fabric as well that has a purple pattern to it. And this lace is eyelet lace that is this big. And I cut this one down to go on the side. And I put this picture in the front pocket. And then I found some papers that I just thought would be pretty, had the pinks and the purples like I wanted them. And that's what I use for my signatures. And the first one, of course, is a, only a one-sided. So here I took an antique doily and I cut it. It was this. Cut one of the points off of it, and I used some of my wipes to make a pink leaf on it. And then all the papers have been dyed pinks and purples, and there are a few spankies in it to give it a little bit of darkness to it. Most of them are Kool-Aid dyed with some food coloring in it, and then sprayed with some glitter spray. It just is a fine mist, so there's not a lot of it on it. And I found this card, and I didn't grunge it up. I wanted this to be romantic. This is not grungy. I found this card, which is absolutely beautiful. And on the back side of it, I put this Victorian lady, and I trimmed her all in lace. And this is a music sheet, and I made a pocket out of it, or not a music sheet, but a journal sheet. And I made a pocket out of the back side of that with a pretty little on it. And then we have a book page, and here's one of Spanky's papers. And then this is my mock orange, and I put a little trim around it this morning to decorate it. And then I have these flowers here, And I put some lace edging. This is the page I done yesterday that I was working on when we started our live stream. And this is napkins and Mod Podged with lace trim on the edges now. And this is just a pretty rose that I've had printed off. And on the back side, I made a belly band out of the paper and put a large seed packet in it. And then we have some more journaling pages. This is a page out of a book that I really loved. Butterfly on this side. It had poetry in it. And this is a piece of a sheet that I put in. And in the pocket, I put some of my mixed media papers. And this says, with love, there is no darkness. And a little bit of washi tape down that one. And here we have a Paris page with a doily. And then another card like this. And on this side, we have this girl. This is a bookmark. And I trimmed her in gold. And put the pretty roses on it. And then this is the second page in this printed page in the, and then on the back side of it, I put a butterfly and just a postcard. This is not a pocket. It's not a pocket because I put the glue on the wrong side. And so here I've got more printed paper and another piece of the book page. And this book page was done in with vellum and parchment paper, and it was really, really pretty. And here is some of Spanky's paper. And then this is the other part of the another floral that I printed out. And here you can see some of the sprays and book page. And more of Spanky's paper. And then the other side of it. Yeah, that floral I printed. And then in this little tuck, we have a music card in a French cologne advertisement. And a little piece of just paper that has been done in, I can't even think this morning now that I've done all this, in shaving cream with inks. And a music sheet and another of Spanky's paper. A map. And more journaling places. And here is the center. I believe that's the center. And this was Tom's first jelly plating that we did with okay, I have just gone completely blank. I think I worked on it too long. Help me think of his name. Oh, Lordy. He does Sean. Thank you. Thank you, Spanky. Yeah, Sean helped him to do this one. And this is a download off the internet. And here I just put some lace and a flower. And this is almost like, the stretchy banner stuff. And here there's a little pocket with a hand on it. And I put a collage picture in it of a baby's shoe and a globe. And it's kind of done in the pink tones. And here we have the back part of the map, more of Spanky's, more music. Side I didn't put quite as much lace in as I have on the other one because I got it really full with the ephemera, that I may go back and do a little more lace work on it. Since it's so full anyway, it doesn't really matter if it gets fuller. So, and here is one of the pictures that I put in, and I had just printed her off. And here's another piece of the book page, and it has a poem on it, and then a little bit of there on the using washi tape. And then here I have another card, and on both sides of it I made no, I just glued her down on this one, and this side I made pockets and put in a piece of paper and this pretty girl here. Like I said, I want to get some purple jewels to put on it, and then that should finish it up. And then here we have some more pink paper, another page out of the book. And here's some we had that patterned up really pretty. Then I've done that on the paper toweling I had laid down. So that's pretty cool. And then here is another little collage on this corner. And another rose. And some more of that paper here. We're on the back side of this signature. And this is that little flower that I told you grew in my yard and I had not ever seen it. 30 years I lived up here, lived here on this farm, and I had never seen this flower bloom, and it bloomed right next to the porch. And it was absolutely beautiful. So anyway, that's it was small. This is a blow up of it. And then there's a little extra glue there that shouldn't be there. Then that's Spanky's paper and the book page, and more pink, and then more of that. And then here I made a pocket out of a teacup that I had printed off, and I put this little angel tag, and I'm going to change out the pink to some purple ribbon when I get some. That's one of the things. It's not quite finished, but it's close enough to show it. And here is more of my patterned paper, and here's a tuck spot that she can put something in, or I can put some little journal paper in. And as you can see, I used my big, then this has to have a ribbon in it. I used my big punch, and I will never use it again because I got it on the wrong setting, and you can see how big the holes are. And so, yeah, I'll never use it again. I'm going back to my old punch. And so anyway, and here is where the bookmark is glued down. It's in the center, and there's so this is between the two signatures. And here again, I started with one of these flowers with the antique button. This is a wooden button that has been carved out. And here's a tag that I made out of my mixed media. And a map. And here I've got more. About every fourth page I have some lace. And I'm going to do that on the other side too. I really didn't realize that I hadn't done it. But anyway, it turned out real pretty, this little soft lace on it. And then again, here's a picture of that rose done in black and white. Can be colored or painted on. And this is a little tuck down in here. And I have this pretty little piece here. And I had this here because my glue was dry. And here I have a card again, really pretty floral. And on this side, I put this woman and put her on a background piece. and then put little bitty tiny ribbon all the way around it and a couple of things, and I made a pocket out of her. And this is the piece that's in there. So it goes right in there. And then here is some music and doily. And then another little envelope pocket, which needs something in it. Another poem out of that book. And more paper that has lots of marbling on it. And then here I have another tag that I made with a flower on it. This is a piece of ephemera that I downloaded. And on this page, I made a pocket to the side and put this woman in it. And she is on graphic 45 paper. And this is a piece of it too. And then I made these yesterday in my live stream, or day before yesterday. And I decided I would use them. So I put my butterfly in here. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And then here we have another piece of it that I used. I just decided to use these in the second signature. I do have a rose to put in the first. And so I used it on the back side of this card. And on the front side, I put this little darling in it. And, and then we have more writing spots. Again, Spanky's paper. And here I put one of them on the map. And almost looks like a compass rose on it. Gives it some vintage look to it. And then some more paper and journaling. And here I made a little pocket and I put a hat, vintage hat there, and another one on a card here. Again, graphics 45, and just tucked it in there. And more lace and journaling. And then here I had this beautiful woman, and I put this on an aged piece of paper that had been given to me, and it had actually a photo spot here. And so I put her in there, and then I attached her to the back side of the center section. And this is one of Tommy's works Hanky helped him do when she was down here. So this is Tom's try F5 and reload. Yours is frozen. I have just stopped. Okay. I started to say if you refresh it might come back. How long have you been froze? Hi, Cindy. Or Deborah. When I get you girls so mixed up. Okay, how long have you been out? Have you missed all this book? Okay. Well, you missed a few pages. You probably missed this one with the girls in their new hats, but I just left them whole for her to have. I'm not really filling that pocket as much as I'm sending her something. And here I have a tag that was sent to me during the challenge that I did. And it went perfectly right here on this little pocket, little tuck. And then I have the map and more Spanky's paper and more journaling. And I didn't make a tuck out of this one. It's really pretty. I may do that. I may go ahead and glue it down so you don't just see that. Yeah, I wanted to include some of a Tom, of Tom in there. So, and this is just a pretty paper that was sent to me. And in it, I have a Graphics 45 image in it. And then here is a tag that was sent to me. And I've used it right here on this page. And if you'll see on the back side of this lace that I put on, these pages all have a little tiny piece of ribbon going up them. And then here is another doily. And there is a pocket here, thing in, paper, lace, and a coffee filter. And then more of the book pages. And then on this side, there are birds and flowers. More of my paper that I made. And then I've got lace on this music sheet. And here is a doily. And then I haven't done this card. See, I knew I'd find one when I walked through it. So this card has to be done. And that'll be another picture spot. And here's more of this. And this is that page that I tucked up. And here is some more roses to be able to paint. Because I printed them out on, two sides. And some vellum. And then some more painted paper. And then here I made a tuck out of the map. And I found these little images and decided I would put 3 pretty little girls in this pocket. And send her some pretty images. And then here is more of my paper that I have sprayed and colored. And then here is a tuck. And under it is this little girl, and she is on some music backing. And then that brings us to the back of the book. And my card that says thinking of you. And on the inside, me and Tom will sign it. And it says to let you know you're thought of every day and always in a very special way. And then I will put my logo on the back. So that's the end of the book. And all I need to do is I need to fix that one page and put my lace up here in front, which I forgot to do. And that won't take long. So I'm really pleased with it. I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. It is puffy, and more lace is going to make it even puffier, but hi, Addie Doll. How are you, honey? Addie Doll. I haven't said that wrong in so long. And here I just go and mess it all up. So yeah, it is. It's pretty. And I dyed this lace with my ink sprays. If you haven't tried it, this is a good way to get the color you'd like to have. Just mix your own space up. And so I do have to put a little more lace up here. I've got a little bit. See, I started here. And I've got 2 or 3 pages here that does have. But then I just quit. I just quit. I don't know why I just quit, but I did. Well, I know one thing. I had to go sew. That's part of it. But I love it. I'm really pleased with it. It took me a while to get my head around the pockets and all the stuff I wanted to do. And hi, Pink. How are you? It's not going to be able to close. I can push it down. I can make it go down. And I've got to make it go down because this is going way far away. Because this is a gift, and I am going to send it out. So it's got to go down so I can ship it. Hi, Care. How are you, honey? When's your next auction, Care? I'm sorry, I just did the walkthrough uh, of my journal, and it is very fluffy, and thank, thank you very much. It's at 2 p.m. today. Okay, well, that's kind of what I thought. That's okay. You need me to come and help? That's fine, Care. Do you need me to come and help? I do definitely have to get that lace in here. Okay. Yes. She does an auction, uh, Deborah, every second Saturday for disabled artists. And these are veterans and anyone who qualifies that are on disability and needs help with their their art supplies, and or are doing therapy and art as therapy. And it's really, really a fantastic cause. It really is. So if you haven't ever been, you should go and see if you could help support the disabled artist. They need them. They need this. You all know what this crafting does for us, and if we can give that uh, healing that you get from crafting to someone else, I say it's a wonderful thing, and we should do it. But thank you. I quilted that. That is a log cabin quilt. And once I got this side quilted, I just carried it out over to the rest of it. I just kept going outwards with it. And so that's 2 o'clock. So in about 15 minutes, you'll be starting, Care. Okay. Well, I will go down and be with where I'm down with Tom, and then I will be right there and help you out with it. But I need to go downstairs with Tom instead of sitting up here in my craft room. Oh my gosh, honey. Yeah, it's 12:45 here. And I'm an hour different. Yeah. Okay, honey. See you there. All right, gang. That is all I was going to do today, was just show you my journal and the progress that I made. I did actually get in it and work. I need to put a little more lace, get my dangles, which will look like these if I can find them. And probably one set will do it. I mean, these could go on it, and I don't know that it'd make any difference. But hi, Linda. Anyway, I'm wanting to get the lace on it and get the charms on it, and then it'll be ready to send out. And I'm sorry if you missed it, Linda, but I've got to close out. um, I'll have, here for you to look to watch and stuff. But I'm going to go help Care with her auction. So if you all come over there and see if you can help her out. And thank you, Mike. I really appreciate that. And I've got some more journals that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be doing some more of the quilting on them. And I have pinwheels made that would be cute on a kid's journal. I've got some more quilting that I can, I will probably do another one. So it is Care Heart's channel. The Disabled Artist Foundation.org is who she's selling for. Just type in Care Heart and it'll take you to her. So is that her channel, Spanky? Thank you. Thank you very much. So, okay, guys, I've got to get down there or I'll be late. So I'm going to turn everything off and head downstairs, and I will see you at Cares. And thank you, Gail. I think she's going to enjoy it. So I'll see you in a little bit. So, bye-bye. Thanks for coming. Love and hugs. Lots of kisses. I love you. You all are my